Good morning, students. I am Vinay Kumar, doing presentation on the topic Cost and Management Accounting 1 BCom third semester as per Mangalore University. So let us discuss the problem towards a cost sheet, and you are going to expect this type of problem in your examination for 22 marks. So let us discuss. Akshadipa Akashadeepa Limited furnish the following for the month of September 2012. This is the information given relates to Akashadeepa Limited. Okay, for the month of September 2012. So students, you should write this question in your notes, and then I solve this problem, and also you should get the answer for this question also. So it is compulsory. This type of questions you may expect in your examination. It is completely different what we are discussed in the last classes. In the last classes we are discussed how to calculate prime cost, how to calculate sales, like that. But in today's problem, so all the type of information may be incurred. So per unit also we are going to calculate year. So better to write this problem compulsory. The first information is stock on 31st August 2012, right? So this is the opening balance, because they are given the information towards September, but this information belongs to August, 31st August. So it is a opening stock. And similarly, material is 15,000, work in progress is 14,000. These are the two opening balances. Then stock on 31st September 2012. So this is the closing balance. So work in progress is 15,200. Finished stock 1000 units, rupees column dash. So you need to identify this rupees. Next, they are given purchase 97,000, direct wages, factory supplies, trade magazines, manager salary, depreciation, debenture interest, then sales 15,000 units bracket, in rupees 3,15,000 is the total. Finished stock insurance 2,400, delivery van expenses 3,500, sales office expenses 2,800, donation, store expenses, material handling, loss on sale, cost of defective work, coal, gas, water, audit fees, goodwill written off, underwriting commission, interest on bank loan, legal charges, sample, packaging, showroom expenses, etc. Prepare cost sheet showing cost of production and profit per unit of output. So this is the question they are asking toward this information. So write down the solution. First, notes. So as per the pro forma and the previous information, so financial expenses should not be considered in this problem. Debenture interest, donation, loss on sale of office furniture, goodwill written off, underwriting commission, interest on bank loan are the non-cost expenses. Hence, they are excluded from the cost sheet. Okay. So then, so write down the pro forma heading cost sheet for the month ending 30 September 2012. Output 60,000 units, 16,000 units. So how we arrive at this 16,000? Note down, units produced during the period is equal to, write down, working note number 2, unit produced during the period, write down, unit produced during the period is equal to sales plus closing stock minus opening stock, right? This is the formula. So unit produced is equal to sales is 15,000 units plus closing stock is 1,000 units, so this is given, so is equal to 16,000 units. So finally the output is 16,000 units. Okay, right. So come down to pro forma. The first column is element of cost, second column is total cost, third column is also total cost, that means inner column and outer column, cost per unit and cost per unit in rupees. So two columns separate, for first two column for total cost and second two column for cost per unit, right? So I told that the first heading is cost of raw material consumed. So here, so in this problem the opening stock material is 15,000. See the information, the first information is opening stock, so that is 15,000. Add purchase, that is 97,000, that is also given. See the information, that is already they given. I am not taking any other information, only those information they are given in the problem. So first you have to write the problem, then only you move on to the solution, otherwise you can't understand. So before I start this solution, I told that what are the expenses which should not be taken. Okay, so directly you cancel those expenses. Better to put in pencil cancel or into mark to the non-cost expenses. Okay, so other expenses only you should take. So opening stock is over, purchase is over, so less closing stock of raw material is 1,12,000, and also other expenses like direct wages, so add direct wages 96,000. Okay, so in third column it should be in bold letter 2,08,000, so make it correction, 2,08,000 is the prime cost. Okay, so come back to the closing stock of raw material, how to calculate per unit. So 1,12,000 divided by 16,000 units. So where is 16,000 units? On the top of the cost sheet. So output is 16,000 units, right? So you deduct, that means you divide 16,000 units. So 1,12,000 divided by 16,000 units, 7 rupees is the per unit for closing stock of raw material, right? Similarly for direct wages also, 96,000 divided by 16,000 units, so 6 rupees the per unit. Similarly for 2,08,000 divided by 16,000 units, 13 rupees is the per unit. Because we are doing in the online, so I am explaining, you just listen what I am telling. Okay, then only you understood the solution for this problem, right? Next, factory overhead, add factory overhead. As per the pro forma, you should add the factory overheads like factory supply. Okay, that is 8,000. So 8,000 divided by 16,000 units, 0.50 is the per unit. For similarly store expenses 6,500, material handling is 2,500, cost of defect work is 3,800, coal and gas is 12,400. So all the expenses is 33,200. So 2,41,200 is the factory overhead. For that the per unit is divided by 16,000 units, 15.07 is the per unit. For similar for all the expenses. Next, add opening work in progress 14,000. If you want per unit, 14,000 divided by 16,000 units, that is 0.87. That is also over. Less closing work in progress, this is also given 15,200. Okay, for that divided by 16,000 units, 0.95 is the per unit. So finally the work cost is 2,40,000. For that the per unit is 2,40,000 divided by 16,000 units, 15 rupee is the per unit, right? Then office overhead. So this is also given: trade magazine, manager salary, depreciation, furniture, audit fees, legal charges. So all the expenses should be added and put into second column, that is 24,000. For each and every expenses of administration expenses, you need to calculate per unit. That means divided by 16,000 units. So you may getting 0.10, 1.03, 0.11, 0.18750, 0.06 are the per unit for those expenses. So cost of production is, see, 16,000 units. How you are going to get these 16,000 units? Because the output is the 16,000. So cost of production should be 16,000 units. So 2,64,000 is the, so you are going to add the early expenses. For 2,40,000 you are adding 24,000. So 2,64,000 is the cost of production. 2,64,000 divided by 16,000 units, 16.50 is the per unit. Okay, less closing stock of finished goods. So this is also given in the problem, 1,000. Okay, but amount they are not given, right? So 16,000 minus 1,000, 15,000. 15,000 is the cost of goods sold in units, right? So here one calculation you have to do it. For 16,000, 2,64,000 is the expenses. Cost of production is 2,64,000 for 16,000 units. For 1,000 units, how much? So cross multiplication. So 1,000 multiplied by 2,64,000 divided by 16,000 units. So 16,500 is the amount column, amount for closing stock of finished goods. Okay, like that we are calculated. So anyway, 16,000 minus 1,000 is 15,000 is the cost of goods sold. 2,64,000 minus 16,500, 2,47,500 is the cost of goods sold in rupee. 16.50 is the per unit. Add selling and distribution overhead like finished stock, insurance, delivery van, sale of expenses, samples, packing, showroom expenses. All the expenses should be put into second column. And also, if you want to know about the per unit, 2,400 divided by 15,000, because the cost of goods sold is 15,000. So you should not take 16,000. So 2,400 divided by 15,000. So you may getting 0.16. Similarly, for 3,500 divided by 15,000, 2,800 divided by 15,000. So for all the expenses divided by 15,000 units. So you may getting 0.16, 0.23, 0.18, 0.16, 0.10, 0.14, like that. So again you are adding all the selling and distribution overhead to cost of goods sold, that is 2,47,500 plus these expenses. So cost of sale is 2,62,500, right? So then see the sales. Is it the sales is given in the problem? Yes, the sales is given. The 15,000 units. So sales is 15,000 units, and amount also they are given 3,15,000. So 3,15,000 minus 2,62,500, that is 52,500 is the profit. Why? Because sales is greater than cost of sale. So that's why sales minus cost is equal to profit. If the cost is greater than sales price, then it becomes the loss. So anyway, in this problem, sales minus cost of sales is 52,500. So that is the profit. Similarly, you can get the per unit also. So divided by 15,000 for each. So whatever I told earlier, the notes like those expenses, non-cost expenses, that is also given in the picture. And second one, so how to calculate 16,000 units, that is also given. Okay, anyway, write down this problem and solve and make the solution for this question also. So if you are not working, if you are simply see the question and answer, you may not be getting the practice. Okay, so that's why better to write the question and make a solution. Good luck. Thank you.